Hello and welcome to the No Kidding Podcast. My name's Lisa.
And I'm Lisa. Wait.
Lisa. Oh,
You said Lisa.
No. Yeah, never mind. We gotta roll it back.
Goodbye.
We did the double Lisa bit.
We're gonna start over. Goodbye.
Hey, welcome to the No Kidding Podcast. I'm Lisa.
And I'm Andrew.
No, we've already done that too.
God.
Forget it.
Forget it. We're just
listen,
boring.
Listen, I want to know if you're one of the plebeians. Are you? Do you? When you go onto a website, do you prefer it to be bright and in your face and assaulting your eyes, or do you want it to be beautiful and dark and gentle?
And we're starting out
and caress you.
We're starting out
welcome you into the website with a nice, comfortable shade.
I think that's pretty obvious, and I love how you're starting out with the would you rather's immediately. But yeah, I would definitely prefer to be welcomed in nicely and calmly. I have everything dark on my computer.
Yeah.
Everything is dark. And even on my phone.
Yeah.
My phone is all dark.
All dark mode. Oh, man. Do I have a suggestion for you?
Yeah.
Have you ever... do you use Chrome?
I do.
Do you use Dark Reader?
Yes.
Oh, well, there you go. Never mind.
Yeah.
Back it up, guys.
Hey, other people might
it's
not.
all sorted out here.
Other people might
but,
not. It's a great...
Yeah, all you guys out there, if you have never used Dark Reader, it is so good at turning... I have to warn you, like, if you have ever used an extension that turns light mode websites dark, then you might have a bad taste in your mouth. This might sound like you're rolling your eyes, you're shutting your ears off, and you're going, I don't ever want to deal with that again. Dark Reader does it right. I don't know what it is about their like templates they have, but they're excellent. They are so good at what they turn dark mode. The only problems I've had are on like Microsoft websites and a couple other websites, but it's easy to turn off. And actually, there's even a few modes that you can swap between per site. So you can swap between like different like methods of generating a dark mode on a web page. So if one doesn't look right or work out for you, you just switch to other ones.
Yeah, it's so customizable. And you can adjust it. Like you can adjust the filters, you can adjust the brightness, contrast, all that. And also you can turn it off and on very easily, toggle it off on, because there are some websites where you literally can't read anything, but it's usually pretty good at
99% of the time I forget it's there.
Yeah,
I never touch it, but when I do need to do something, it's all very, very simple. Just click on that little dark reader icon and all the elements I need pop up right there, right in front of you.
Sometimes I forget, like, because I use it all the time, so you forget that not every website is supposed to look like that. So then when you do get a website where it's like, and
then you see one of those disgusting animals looking at white backgrounds, and you're like, Google has a white background now, and you're like, oh, that's right. I guess they always have a white background.
I know.
I'm living in the beautiful alternate reality that most people don't know.
Yeah, I know, it's weird.
It's like I've gone to the better timeline.
Of course. I mean,
the better timeline of web design, at least.
I can't imagine anything else. And I do that with my phone too. And I'll have people who screenshot and send me things, and I'm like, whoa, what? Why is yours white? And oh yeah, that's normal. I forgot. Mm-hmm. But yeah. So
I mean, we start off this podcast, I think, digging into what makes you a monster. But I think you've really redeemed yourself in this episode. I think it all makes sense.
What are you talking about? I am not a monster.
You don't like chocolate. It's fine. You like dark mode. That's the only dark thing I need you to like. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then good. I've got to redeem myself. So speaking of the internet and the webs, I have been watching quite a few documentaries lately. I'd like to, I don't know, recommend maybe. Obviously, okay. I think everybody's already seen it. But Social Dilemma. Have you seen it? Oh, I recommended this to somebody yesterday, and I haven't even seen it yet. I have it like saved as. Look at you with your recommendations before you've seen things. I know. That's ambitious. But it's one of those things that I've heard enough recommendations that I know it's good. I don't even have to watch it. Well, I don't know because I understand the premise of it. So okay, I actually did this with I forget the name of it, but it's the octopus documentary. Where the one where they're like sentient? Where they're friends. Like there's this guy, he's a diver, and he becomes friends with an octopus. Is this a documentary or a Disney movie? No, it's a documentary on Netflix. I think you mean mockumentary.
No, they become friends, and they actually, I don't know if some people say they fall in love or
what is this, the dolphin experiment all over again?
It's similar.
They're in the half flooded house doing LSD together.
It's similar to that. I think it's called My Octopus Teacher. Yeah, that's what it's called, My Octopus Teacher. And it's a film.
Oh, this is the sequel to Octodad.
What? No.
Yeah.
No, this is a documentary. Is Octodad a documentary?
No, it's a video game where you're both a suburban father and an octopus.
Okay, see, that's gone too far. But I did that with this documentary, which I haven't actually seen yet. But I was like, I've heard so many good things. It looks amazing. It's an animal documentary. It must be good. Blah, blah, blah. And then after a while, people started coming in with negative responses to it. And I was like, I heard that the guy almost lets the octopus get killed. He doesn't help it when it's in trouble. And it's a super long and boring documentary. Like, there's not a lot of action. It's just kind of slow. So now I'm very conflicted about whether or not to recommend it or not, because A, I've never seen it, and B, it could actually not be that good. I don't know. But I am still intrigued.
Yeah, you could probably clear up most of your confusion
by just watching it. I know. But I've been watching other things because the whole they said that it was kind of slow and drawn out and kind of boring. So that always puts me off because I get bored so easily and my attention cannot be held very well with long monotonous things. So it's just now become this thing that's there that I want to watch, but I'm scared to watch. I don't know why, but I'm always like, oh, well, let me watch the other thing first. I don't know, other things take priority now, but I should watch it so that I can know for sure. But Social Dilemma was good. Also, it's actually, well, I won't get into it. I'm just going to recommend it because everyone's already heard about it. The other one is High Score. Have you seen that?
I believe this is the third time you brought
really?
it. But sure.
Oh, see, because it's a series. It's not like a movie. So that's why, because it's taking me a while to get through the series. So I think it's just, that's the issue there. But
so every time you watch a new episode, you're like, have you seen this?
But I finished it finally. So so for those who haven't heard me rant about it before, it's basically the history of video games and how they got started. And it actually, the good thing about it is it talks about people that did not initially get recognition for their part in the development of the video games, but are now being recognized, which I feel like is always nice when the underdog kind of just gets thrown under the bus, but then they get to see some limelight, But okay, so then the other one is American Murder, The Family Next Door. Have you seen this? I'm really into true crime, so obviously this was a go-to for me. But have you seen it? It's pretty wild.
No,
it's based on...
I've never even heard of this.
Okay, it's based on a story that was pretty well known if you follow true crime. So most people who follow true crime know of the story, so they kind of already knew what it was about. So it wasn't a surprise, but it was the footage of everything within the story. So basically,
dark.
Yeah, this girl, she goes missing, and her 2 children go missing. And then the father, the husband or whatever, he comes home. He can't find her. Then people start worrying about her, mostly the wife, which I'm kind of confused about. Wouldn't you be more worried about the kids? I think, but anyways, they kind of focus in on the wife, but the kids are missing too. But what's crazy about it is they have so much evidence and footage because the police were involved the entire time. There's footage. There's not DoorDash. I want to say DoorDash, but the the Ring doorbell caught some things on camera, and there's
technology be crazy.
Yeah, and then they release all of the interviews that they did, and eventually they catch what the person who is responsible, and they show him breaking down and admitting it all, and then it actually him telling the actual story of what happened, and it's pretty crazy. So anyways, it's a pretty cool, not cool, obviously it's horrible, and I'm not trying to fantasize, or what is it called?
evangelicalize. What's the word?
I don't know, like the word that means make it like a big deal, but it is so interesting.
You don't want to inflate it
because because it's like it could happen to anybody. It could happen to you. It could happen to me. It could happen to like it's just such a like a normal
glorify.
Yes, glorify. Thank you. That's the word. But that's what's so intriguing.
Why can neither of us
I
think
don't
of
know.
this?
That's so funny. But it's such a relatable story, I guess.
Relatable.
Well, not relatable, but it could happen. Like it's a very realistic thing that could happen. Are you more scared by things that could actually happen to you, or things that are like ghosts and goblins and mostly unrealistic, but they're really creepy, like demons and?
I'm not scared of anything.
Oh, okay. Said no one ever.
No, obviously things that can happen to me.
Okay. Yeah.
I think even people who are scared of things that can't happen to them are still more scared of the things that can happen to them.
True.
Right?
Probably. But some people just don't get into true crime, which I don't get because I'm like, that is true.
Maybe because they don't want to be scared.
Well, maybe. But okay. Well, anyways, so the other documentary that, well, it's not, again, it's another series. So it's like high score where there's different episodes, but each episode is a completely different topic, but it's all within healthcare. So it's called Unwell. And
is this about the homeopathic stuff?
Yeah. It talks about like pseudoscience and like alternate forms of healthcare. So the first one was about.
I think you told me about this. Maybe you told me. Maybe we talked about this, but go ahead.
We might have outside of the podcast, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. The first one talks about essential oils and you know, and it goes into.
Is it all hosted by Gwyneth Paltrow?
No, that's funny. No, it's not. It's actually not really hosted by anybody. It's just, it gives both sides, which, you know, I love. It shows the people who believe that it's, you know, beneficial and show their evidence of why they think it's helpful and beneficial. And then there's the side that argues that and shows how there's hardly any evidence and how it's more of a scam and how and it actually interviews people who have been part of the major essential oils brands, like Living, like Young Living is one of them, and it interviews them and their experiences and stuff like that. It's pretty interesting. And then, but anyway, each episode is a different topic within that sort of, you know, alternate healthcare fields. So, yeah. And then the last two, which are not technically documentaries, but they're still, you know, real and they're worth watching. One is Nadia's Time to Eat. So this is just a series about...
I'm glad she's finally getting her time to eat.
I know, right? She's been holding off, but now's the time. And she's been really researching because she's pretty amazing at what she cooks, and it's just pleasant to watch. It's a cooking.
Oh, it's like a food channel.
Yeah,
thing?
it's like a food channel thing.
Oh, cool.
But she's really, but it's easy meals, but they're comforting and they're, I don't know, it's a good one.
Gotcha. I've been really into binging with Babish lately. I know that's a popular one, but I feel like I after the fallout with Bon Appetit, who they're definitely like done.
Right.
But I mean, at least the original cast mostly. But yeah, Sola is now on the binging with Babish and has her own segment. But yeah, I also love his core videos and even some of like the vlog stuff he does and stuff. I just love the passionate way he goes about cooking these sometimes absurd foods.
Yeah.
But they always look good by the end. I'm like, oh man.
That's true.
I'd eat that.
There's a guy on TikTok that's like that. And I was like, I always like when people are really passionate about what they're doing. It just draws you in and you feel kind of passionate about it too. And you're like, oh man, maybe I should do that. And then you're like, nah. Well, once you stop watching the show, you realize I was just caught up in their passion. But it is fun to watch and like connect.
And some of the stuff he has to eat, because like some of these things are like, because you know they're all based on like TV shows and stuff. Like he basically cooks food from shows or things that were mentioned in pop culture, and some of them are like absurd. Like they're like the double bacon, or like those things from Parks and Recreation, like the stuff Ron Swanson eats, where he's like the triple American burger or something.
Oh, wow!
He's like with a side of freedom fries that are just drizzled in gravy or something like that.
Wow!
I think there was the I'm gonna butcher this joke. It was the four horsemen of the pork apocalypse. Yeah. Anyways, after he eats those kind of dishes, I'm always like, you have to eat this stuff all the time, and he always makes like giant portions because that's like part of the thing. It's like it's a 3-pound plate or something.
Oh my gosh, he probably doesn't eat it.
Yeah, there is actually a running thing on his channel where it's like, if it's really good, it'll enter the clean plate club, which is like he'll actually finish it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So he does actually eat it.
Sometimes.
Oh.
Sometimes he's like it was good, but way too decadent to enter the clean plate club.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I like cooking shows, even though I don't like to cook. It's weird. It's like I like to live vicariously through other people when they're cooking, but I don't actually want to attempt it myself. Strange, but I have been trying out Home Chef. I try out like all of the, all of the, what do you call it? Like food delivery things. I don't know. I've done HelloFresh, Daily Harvest.
You're on all those food deliveries.
Yeah. Well, I don't do them all at the same time. I take turns, just to see which one works good. So right now,
you're like, I'll have 3 dinners a night.
Yeah. But right now I'm trying out Home Chef, and I've been liking it. It's not as much prep as HelloFresh, which I enjoy, and they're pretty simple, and but it is similar to.
I wonder if anybody does that. That just made me think of that. Does anybody order 3 of them and then like have one for breakfast, one for lunch, and one for dinner?
I don't know, but actually I've been thinking about combining Home Chef and Daily Harvest, because I love Daily Harvest's like breakfast and smoothies, but I don't really love. I like their harvest bowls and stuff, like their dinner stuff, but I don't like it on a regular basis. Like I like it every once in a while, but it's really not my favorite thing that they do. I like all of the other things that they do. They also have really good dessert. So I want to do like Daily Harvest for breakfast stuff and maybe sweets, and then Home Chef for dinner. I don't have a lunch option yet, so I should just make my own lunch. Like go to the store, Lisa. take control of your life. Be responsible.
No, that's an unacceptable answer. No way that's gonna happen.
I'm so lazy in the kitchen. Anyways, so the very last one was Survivor Man. I've been, kind of watching that only because Mike's been watching it, and I always watch what he watches because that's just how it works in this house. So, but I enjoy it because I'm learning stuff, and I haven't watched it since it was on TV. Like forever ago. So
right.
And it gets kind of repetitive, like there's only so much you can learn of survival.
That's kind of a food show if you think about it.
No, it's not. No, that's the only part.
I think a lot of people tune in to see what he eats.
That's true. That is true, but I don't mind when he finds really cool things like plants, different plants, and like it's good to learn what's edible and what's not. But when it gets into the animals, I can't handle it, even when he kills bugs, which he doesn't seem to have a problem with killing bugs. He always says, I hate killing things. Like, I hate killing...
Well, bugs don't count.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, whenever he kills something like a squirrel or a bunny rabbit or something, he's like, I feel really bad about this, but it's survival. Like, I don't have a choice. And first of all, I'm like, well, you did have a choice because this is a TV show. You didn't have to do that.
But he's showing you how to survive.
I know.
He's saving your life.
I know. But...
And somebody who's never gone into the wilderness.
Whenever it comes to bugs, he has zero issue with it. And I kind of have a problem with that. I have a problem with it.
If a bug's death is going to weigh on your soul, 1 hour driving on the freeway and you are in hell forever.
That's so true.
Okay.
I don't think about it when I'm driving. I do actually, because sometimes when they splat on the windshield, I get this feeling in my stomach like, oh, that poor thing. I do feel bad for them. I have a problem, I think. I don't know. I feel like that's too much empathy for a living creature.
You need to become more psychopathic.
Yeah. Like, wait, I don't care about people's death. I just care about animals' death.
Oh, you are a psychopath. Never mind. You need to go back the other way.
I'm joking. Or am I? I don't know.
Or am I?
Okay, are you ready to jump into our Would You Rather questions? I have 50 questions, but I don't think we're going to get through those because we're already
If we do lightning round.
Well, okay, let's see how long we can not last on each question. But I have a feeling with us diving into everything.
This isn't, hey, real quick, this isn't jumping the shark, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Why? Is it too weird?
Right,
is it too weird?
Just double checking. I don't know. It seems like one of those things that show does a flashback episode.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, they did the flashback episode. It's the
Oh. No, I just find these really interesting. So.
end. All right, let's go.
Okay. Would you rather have a dog with a cat's personality or a cat with a dog's personality?
A cat with a dog's personality.
Me too.
I saw on Reddit, I saw a cat fetching.
No way.
And they were like he was raised with dogs, so they would throw his toy and he would go grab it and bring it back.
That's so cool. I'm with you. I'm curious to see how many of these things we agree on because I feel like we're pretty similar, but I don't know. Maybe not. Would you rather eat no candy at Halloween or no turkey at Thanksgiving?
You go ahead on this one.
No turkey at Thanksgiving. I don't like turkey so much, so I'm okay
see.
skipping that.
No candy on Halloween.
Okay. Well, that was fast.
I already don't do that most of the time.
I know, I don't either, but...
Like, if I'm going to eat a candy bar, it's going to be, like, a thing. Like, it's going to be like, this is my day, I get to eat a candy bar. And I have to eat salads for the rest of the day.
You just eat candy whenever you want, so it doesn't matter.
And then I'm going to be like, here's the Butterfingers. And I'm going to...
Oh, the Butterfingers. Ugh, they get stuck in your teeth.
But it's not going to be like, oh, well, it's the 31st of October, so here we go. We got to eat some candy. And more than anything, I end up drinking because it's Halloween, or I end up going and getting like the free Chipotle burrito or something.
Okay, so you just would not want to skip turkey on Thanksgiving, or are you just saying since the candy thing isn't a big deal, it's like might as well pick that one?
That seems like the much more annoying option. If they were like, if I went to grab a piece of turkey on Thanksgiving, I made that deal a long time ago, yeah. And I was like,
You're right. No turkey for me.
But it feels like if I ever like wanted to eat a candy bar on Halloween, they were like, "Oh, you made that deal," and I'm like, "Okay, I'll just eat it tomorrow, I guess."
That's how I feel about Thanksgiving. Though I'm like, I'll just have turkey tomorrow, whatever. Okay,
but you're at a big meal, and like, what are you gonna do? Just watch everybody else eat the delicious turkey, and you just be like, "Well, I guess I'm eating stuffing."
I've actually never really been a big turkey person. Actually, I'm gonna throw this out there, and I might get hate.
There are more options.
I might get hate.
Thanksgiving.
I don't really like Thanksgiving food at all. I've never been big on any Thanksgiving food, except with the exception of since I started dating Mike, his mother makes stuffing. I used to hate stuffing, and I pretty much still hate stuffing of anybody else's variety. But whenever his mom makes stuffing, it is the best thing I've ever tasted around, like maybe not, that's a better extreme, but it's pretty good. And
my brow is very furrowed right now.
Oh, see, I knew I'd get hate for this. I'm really not into Thanksgiving food, so I've never been.
That's the best kind of food, and the best kind of food of the best kind of food is stuffing.
No. So I've hit you twice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
get out.
Let's move on.
Leave this Discord.
Would you
We're banning you?
Okay, let's move on. Would you rather lose the ability to lie or believe everything you're told?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I know.
Good job.
Well,
hey, good job.
I didn't come up with it.
That's a great.
I'd rather lose the ability to lie.
Yeah, I'd rather you lose the ability to lie.
Because I do not want to believe everything I'm told.
You can. These always come down to like a. I imagine this will be a common theme along a lot of these answers. Is that there's how far does this go? Like to what extreme can we take this? Because like is omission a lie? Can you just not say anything and that be a lie?
I don't know.
Because if somebody says that's just disobedience. If somebody says tell me the truth about this thing and you just don't say anything, that's not a lie.
No, that's true. I don't know.
But then what if you do tell them something that isn't false but also isn't the complete truth?
Huh. You're gonna need too meta on this. So pick one and we'll move on.
Well, yeah, it's got to be lie. Because at worst case, I think I can at least keep quiet.
Awesome. Would you rather experience the beginning of the planet Earth or the end of the planet Earth? Obviously, the beginning, you would survive that, whereas the end, you wouldn't. Well, but I don't know if you're, like, experiencing
when is the beginning of the planet Earth? Like, it just kind of formed over, like, a billion years.
That's true. It takes a really long time. So my question
is... the first time a bit of a grain of dirt entered the spot that the center of the Earth would eventually be. Maybe
it would be better to say at the beginning of, like, creation of things on planet Earth. Like
the first human?
Maybe not.
Or the first, like, life form?
Yeah, I guess.
On Earth?
I don't know. Because, and then here's the other thing, like, where are you experiencing from? Are you experiencing it looking down from space, or are you actually on Earth? Because if you're on Earth, you probably don't want to be there when it ends, because that would suck. But if you're witnessing it from above, I don't know. What do you think? I think,
yeah, this is a little more the other direction. That's like, how far is this trying to take me? Like, are they saying that I've like permanently time traveled here? Or are they saying like, when they say like, oh, would you rather experience it? Like, what does that mean?
It says experience the beginning, like the creation of the planet or the end of the planet.
Like as in exist at that time?
Yeah. I'm going to go with...
Like feel all the effects of?
True. I don't know. It depends also if you believe in, the end of days, the end of times, like religiously. So...
Yeah. Or like scientifically, the noxiousness of this planet when the first life form evolved.
Yeah. I'm going to go with beginning. I'm going to pick beginning. What are you going to pick?
Beginning, I guess.
Awesome. Okay, would you rather have 3 kids and no money, or no kids with $3 million?
I don't have any, so I'd take $3 million.
Same.
Or do you mean permanently?
Permanently. Like, this is forever.
Oh,
like,
that's not explicit.
Would you rather have 3 kids and no money, or no kids with $3 million? I'm taking the money for this one because...
See, because... Like, if I take the kids, can I never make any money?
That's right. You have no money.
Like, ever? Like, I can't earn any more money.
I'm telling you exactly what it said.
Because, like, if I take the money, I know you're going to say I can't make any more kids.
No, but you can experience children in other ways, I feel like. And if you have no money, how are you going to take care of these kids? Can I experience money in other?
Yes, I hear that. But I'm saying, like, I think this question is fundamentally flawed.
Okay. Then we'll just move on.
I think it's unanswerable. Because how do you
choose?
No. Doesn't make any sense.
Okay. Would you rather be the funniest person in the room or the most intelligent? I already know this one for me. I'd rather be the funniest. But
oh, well, I know what it's like to be the funniest person.
You already know that, so you're...
Yeah, so I might as well try the other one because I don't know what that's like at all.
Well, then we'll just say I'm picking the opposite too.
Well, no, I do prefer my way, so
okay.
Keep your smarts.
So you want to be the funniest. You're so confusing.
Here's the thing.
What?
You're both when you're by yourself.
Yeah,
Wink.
True. Oh my gosh, the funniest thing happened the other day. Mike and I were sitting and we were just at dinner and we were talking, and anytime I make a joke, I just crack up. I don't know why.
Yeah, dude.
But it's almost
you've got the perfect version of your own humor.
I must, because, yeah. Anyways, I think it's more out of just being embarrassed, because now suddenly I made this like dumb joke, and now his attention's on me, and the more attention I get, the more awkward I get, so that I just like keep laughing. But anyways, that's normally how it goes. But this time, I didn't even say it out loud yet, and I just started cracking up. And I was like...
And then that's embarrassing.
It was bad. Anyways, so obviously I'm already the funniest person if I'm by myself. So anyway.
Right.
So
exactly.
Again, would you rather reverse one decision you make every day or be able to stop time for 10 seconds every day?
I feel like if you picked stop time, you could do both.
I don't know. Like, could you, like, okay, the decision's already made. So if you stop time...
But then you could make if you have the amount of time, how many?
10 seconds.
10 seconds?
But
if you have 10 seconds, you could probably reverse a lot of bad decisions with that ability.
But it doesn't say that you can do anything when the time stopped. Does it just freeze time and everybody's frozen for 10 seconds?
Again, this is another thing where it's like, to what extreme does this apply?
Right.
I assume that you are not frozen, because otherwise, what's the point?
That's true.
Like, I guess thinking, but that's still moving, right? Like that's still
okay. But if you're
not freezing for
if you're stopping time, okay, and you have 10 seconds, but you can't reverse anything because when you start it again, it's going to start from that same time that's already happened. You know what I mean? So like, let's say you say something and you're like, I'm like, you jerk. And then I'm like, oh, freeze time, stop. I can't go back in time and not say that.
No, but you can spend 10 seconds thinking about what you can say next. So then as soon as it unfreezes, you're like, somebody would say if they were being a jerk, right?
I guess that's true. Okay. Point made. I'm going to reverse the decision. Are we on opposites for that one?
Yeah, I'm going to take time for you.
Okay. Would you rather know how you would die or when you would die? So how you will die or when you will die. I think I would rather know how. But that's terrifying.
Sure.
But yeah, I think I'm with you on that one.
How for sure. Because when is just torture.
No, but like if you know how,
just, like,
but you never know when. Like let's say they say you're going to die by getting hit by a car. So that for the rest of your life, you're going to be like scared to drive or be in a car.
Yeah.
But you're not going to, because you're never going to know when it's going to happen. But if you know when,
but
I'd rather know
here's
when.
The thing. Is it immutable?
Is it what?
Is it immutable? Can you change it?
No.
Because like if you know, maybe you could never go around a car again, and then you've extended your lifespan.
No, it will find a way. It's like what's that old movie?
Okay. It Follows. Final Destination.
Yeah, Final Destination. Comment if you know that one.
Well, here's the thing though. They extended their lifetimes. They avoided death several times before it caught up with them.
Eventually it'll get.
Eventually though, that's not.
I would rather know when because then it's like I can mentally prepare for death, and however it happens, I wouldn't have the fear of it. Like I would just be like, well, whatever happens, happens.
You assume.
I'm gonna go with that. Are we on opposites on that one?
Yeah, man. I would definitely want to know. Really want to know
how.
What? Yeah, how? Because then, like, I can, in the inverse, I think I can come to terms with if I know that I can't reverse it.
True.
That it's just like, well, I'll die at some point of this thing, but then that kind of lets me know at least a little bit without it being like a date on the calendar. I think it lets you know to some degree that's like, okay, if I'm going on a long car ride and I'm supposed to die in a long car ride or something, I can, make sure my affairs are in order or something.
I guess. I don't know. We're opposites on that one. I'd rather know when.
And then every time you go, it'll just be like a little bit exciting. You're like, oh my God. Let's see.
I guess that's true. You're always living on the edge.
Yeah, and then like somebody swerves into your lane and you're like, Jesus, take me. And then it's not the time.
Okay, I really like this next one. I'm kind of stumped. Would you rather speak all languages or be able to speak to all animals? I am torn.
Speak to all animals.
I know. I'm so torn.
No. Screw the languages. Because anybody can learn a language and then like you're out of work there. Like you want to be a
no, you're right.
Translator.
You're 100% right. I want all animals for sure.
Even one animal I would take over all languages.
That's true. Like because I've always wanted to learn
all languages or be able to talk to a dog. That's crazy.
But what if it's such a disappointment?
No, I can actually talk to the stuff.
What if it's a disappointment?
Oh, it will be. Yeah, especially if you get like a bug or something, it's going to be like so dumb. But you can at least be like, no, like literally I know what that ant is thinking and he has no idea what he's doing. He's just as lost as
the rest of us. That's so funny. Yeah, no, I agree. I just was stumped for a second because I've always wanted to learn multiple languages. So I'm like, oh, but that's a dream of mine. So, but you're right. All animals would be way better. Okay. Would you rather eat your dead friend or kill...
I'd want to talk to octopus. Never mind. Sorry. I just jumped in there. If I could talk to an octopus, that would be interesting. I want to know what kind of conversations an octopus is going to have with me.
True. Octopus are... We've already talked about this, how
octopodes are like this.
Are pretty intelligent. Yeah. So
sure.
Yeah. It would be nice to know what a dolphin thinks too. Or a gorilla or, any animal, really. Okay, yeah, you're right. 100%. Would you rather eat your dead friend or kill your dog and eat it when you are marooned on a lonely island? I think this is kind of like the Survivor thing. Okay,
hang on. There was an interesting omission there. You said eat my dead friend or kill and eat my dog. So do I not have to murder my best friend with my bare hands?
You just have to eat him alive.
So I don't have to murder my...
that's true though. If he's already dead, I...
Yeah, it sounds like what you said is that he's dead.
I guess
and then I either have to eat him or then also kill my dog and eat
that just answers it for us. Obviously...
Yeah, that must not be it then. We have to go with Sophie's choice.
Okay, so you have to assume that you have to also kill your friend?
Or maybe somebody says, somebody with a knife is there and says, they didn't say the desert island thing. You made
It's like Saw. It's like...
Yeah, it's like somebody with a gun and they're like, kill and eat your dog or I'm going to shoot him and then you have to eat him.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you've twisted this into something that's beyond the ability to make a choice. So...
Well, I have to assume the way they worded it is the way they meant it.
Well, it says...
That's all we have to go off.
Would you rather eat your dead friend or kill your dog and eat it? When you're on a lonely island.
There's an extra step there with the dog.
Yeah, that's true. You have to kill your dog. I don't think I could kill a dog, but it's not saying you're starving or anything like that. But I guess it's assuming that you're like hungry and you have to eat something. So I don't know. This is a tough.
It's got to be the dog.
This is a tough one, but yeah, I think in when you're in the position that you would be in, it would kind of be. Yeah, unfortunately.
Unless my friend's already dead, then I'll just eat
exactly. Them. Okay, we agreed on that one. Would you rather live in an amusement park or in a zoo? Well, it depends. Like, can we talk to animals? Because if you could talk to the animals...
Do all the previous questions apply?
Do all of them apply?
I have $3 million and no kids and can talk to animals.
And I'm the funniest person ever, so... That would be fun.
The Octopodes is a riot.
I think I would rather live in an amusement park because I feel bad for animals in a zoo, to be honest.
Yeah, and it smells there. And I feel like after a while, you're just kind of like,
yeah.
Yep, that's an
animal.
Well, I guess that also works with amusement parks. But I feel like they update amusement parks more often.
Yeah, that's true. They do.
But then I feel like you can also have a relationship with a giraffe rather than rock and roller coaster. Like you can get to know a giraffe and be like, hey, long neck, how's it going? Oh, that might be like really offensive to them.
That's dinosaur talk. That's like Land Before Time. Tell me if you've seen that. Anybody listening, if you've seen Land Before Time, that's one of my all-time favorite child movies that I
thought you were asking me. I was like,
no, obviously. So
tell me if you've seen Fern Gully, people.
Fern Gully, I haven't seen that one in ages. I need to watch that again.
There you go.
Okay, so would you rather read minds or accurately predict the future? I don't know.
Is there a difference?
Yeah. I don't necessarily know that I would
go with.
What do you?
I think I would go with predicting the future.
Yeah.
See again,
same.
What's the extensiveness of this?
I don't necessarily want to know.
Can I literally predict everything, or is this like where visions come to me about the future and I have to like piece it together? What's going to happen?
I think you could just like if somebody says, "What's my future?" You could say, "I think you're going to be." I think this is like, what's going to happen. Or maybe it's
like
just...
as in I can just be like, okay, well tomorrow you're gonna get up. You're gonna knock over your plant. You're gonna go to clean that up.
You're saying
and
like how
doing
far?
That, you're gonna cut yourself. And then you're gonna can you say every detail of the future?
It's accurate. It says accurately predict the future, and I think it means like maybe like on a bigger scale, like in 2030.
Oh yeah, that's true. How abstracted is it? Is it like, well, I can't tell you what you're gonna eat today, but I can tell you like the fate of the universe.
Yeah, true.
Because that's a lot less useful to me.
I think it's any future, so it could be today, tomorrow. Anytime that's in the future. So I'm going with that one because I don't necessarily want to know what everybody's thinking, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly, it would probably get a little weird. It would be enlightening and probably at times relieving, being like, wow, everyone's not that different.
Yeah.
But...
because you can kind of predict what people are thinking anyway, I feel like.
Perhaps it'd be alarming.
Or that.
But yeah, I feel like the only thing I'd want to know about what other people are thinking is to get an idea of what they're going to do. And if I can predict the future, then I already know.
True. All right.
So.
Okay, so here's a new one. Well, let's go over this one pretty quickly because it's fast. Would you rather eat only pizza for 1 year or never eat pizza for 1 year? I think I would go with never eat pizza for a year. Like eat no pizza for 1 year.
I mean,
because go ahead.
This goes again to the I assume the downsides of eating pizza for a year still apply.
Oh yeah. It's yeah. So
like you'd be a big fat gross lard.
Exactly.
After
like
this year.
Pizza is my favorite food. It's probably my favorite food. But I would rather not eat pizza for a year than eat only pizza for a year because that's just gross. I mean,
here's the thing though. Pizza, it's pretty varied. Like you could get pretty much. You can get like a no cheese pizza. You can get like a margarita pizza.
See, now we're getting into like what counts as a pizza. Does a taco pizza count? You know, like those ones from Taco Bell.
Does a burger pizza count?
I don't know. That's true.
Does a flatbread count?
Oh, see, now we're getting too into it. Well,
does a pizza bagel count?
I thought this was gonna be easy one.
Yeah, see, you thought this was gonna be easy, but you didn't think about pizza bagels, did you? Do pizza bites work?
Probably. Oh. No, well, maybe.
Does the pizza flavored combos work?
Yeah, if those work, I'm in. I don't know. Did we make a decision on that one?
I'm gonna go with the original spirit of the question and say no, because I'd have to eat a normal
awesome. Okay.
Normal pizza I could order from Papa John's.
So far we agree on a lot. Okay, here's the next one. Would you rather be able to freeze time? Here we are again with freezing time.
Here we are.
Or travel in time? 100% travel in time. What about you?
That's a tough one, because I would only want to travel in time in short bursts.
Well,
can I take people with me? That's another question.
Doesn't say. Probably not. It says, would you rather be able to freeze time or travel in time?
See, there's so many questions behind these questions.
No, you have to just take your initial reaction.
No, because my initial reaction is, do I age when I freeze time?
No, but nothing can happen.
What do you mean? Can I walk around when I freeze time?
I don't know. Can you? They didn't answer that question.
Exactly. There's so many open ends here.
Right.
If I'm aging while I'm freezing time, I'm essentially just losing time. I'm just putting everybody else behind, really.
Right.
I'm going to be like 50 and look like I'm 90.
Yeah. That just seems weird. And why are you so concerned about the way you look?
Well, because I'll actually die.
Okay.
Not just because I'll look 90.
Oh, can you freeze time on your deathbed and then that's it?
Yeah, live
forever.
Just live in a frozen picture frame.
But I guess if you're on your deathbed, that would be a pretty horrible rest of your life.
Yeah, you're just constantly miserable.
All right, well.
I assume you'd have to age, but you could walk around. But I assume you'd also age being a time traveler. But
oh, could you do that though?
Could you bring anybody with you?
Okay, here's one thing about freezing time.
It's gonna be pretty lonely if you're the jumping forward in time and then you're the only person and everyone you knew and loved is dead.
True. Now, freezing time can also kind of help you Okay, see, I'm still going to pick travel in time, but here's a thing with freezing time. Let's say that you're at home and you're like, dang, I need to get to work in 15 minutes, but there's no way with traffic. So you freeze time and then you drive to work, you unfreeze time, but you don't have to deal with traffic because everybody's frozen.
But how does your car run with time frozen?
Well, if you can move, can't you? I don't know. See there, I don't know.
Sure, let's just say it moves. But then you have an interesting point there. What if while you're walking to work, you're just constantly jumping back in time 5 seconds? Every 5 seconds you jump back in time 5 seconds. You've essentially frozen time.
Oh. Okay, well, I'm still picking travel in time. What are you picking?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with travel in time just because you could theoretically freeze time.
Yeah.
Just by looping.
Just loop.
But that's the problem there is you probably couldn't get anything done. Maybe you could do something. It's debatable, but maybe you could do something if you could freeze time. I don't know. Does anything work? Can you drive a car? Can you work a computer if time is frozen?
It's too complicated for me. So freezing time's too complicated. Let's just time travel.
Yeah, if you time travel, you can at least get the baseline benefits of getting as much time to think about something.
Yeah, and you can change things and, don't...
Yeah, and we're assuming that you are cognizant through this. You don't just jump back in time and forget everything that had happened, because that would be ridiculous.
Yeah, agreed. Don't freeze, just loop.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Aha, we've gotten around this question.
That's right. Do we have time for any more? We're only on number 14. We could always do this on another episode too.
Lightning round.
I don't know. Okay. Would you rather lose your sense of taste or your sense of smell?
Smell.
I think taste. I'm going with taste. Why? Because I love... Whoa, dang it. What if it's really bad smells? But I really like scents.
Yeah, you're right. I'm with you, actually. You can almost taste something just by smelling it.
Same. Okay.
I'm back with you. I think they're so interconnected, though. This is not a lightning round.
I know. Okay. Would you rather wrestle a bear or an alligator? I'm going to go with a bear.
An alligator.
What? Really?
Alligators are so much smaller. They're like human sized.
I know, but they death roll, and their skin is so what's the word? Impenetrable. And
you just clamp their mouths shut, and they can't do shit.
I don't know. I feel like if they got a hold of you, I mean, okay, if you're already on top of it and you got a good grip, sure. But yeah, maybe you're right. But a bear is so cuddly.
But a bear is like, they're strong, and they're strong in like a lot of
places. Okay, it also
like,
depends on what kind of bear, because a polar bear, heck no.
This is not a lightning round.
Is it a baby bear? Is it a polar bear? Is it a brown bear? Is it
exactly.
a black bear?
Go ahead and wrestle a grizzly bear while I'm rolling around in the mud with a gator.
Okay, you're right. I'm changing mine. Alligator. Would you rather have a permanent splinter under your big toe or have a permanent bad haircut?
A permanent bad haircut? Come on. You'll just bring it into style.
I
Eventually,
agree.
It'll come around.
That our point from before. If it's bad, hang on to it because eventually it'll be cool. So.
Well, I don't think it'll be cool to ever have a splinter in your toenail, but that's pretty bad.
Oh well, yeah. I just meant like trendy stuff. Okay, would you rather read the book or watch the movie? This is a tough one.
Like the Good Book or The Passion of the Christ? What do you? That's like.
That's a good point.
This doesn't sound like one of those metaphysical ones that's like choose one for eternity.
No.
It's like, what do you do on a daily basis when you're confronted with this very normal question? Yeah. Here's a book, here's a movie, which one? The movie, and then if you feel like the premise is cool, you can always go, like, you can't like read through a book and be like, well, now I know not to watch the movie.
Right.
Because it's like you've already wasted like 3 months.
Exactly. If they have the option of watching the movie, I would pick the movie, even though I love to read. But here's the thing, like, I love when I've read a book and then they make it into a movie. I always like the book better, but that's because I've already read the book, and the book always is typically, like, there's just so much more there. But if I've never read the book and the movie's available, I would pick the movie.
I assume a movie's turned me off from a good book before, but I feel like the more pleasurable experience for me is to see the movie and think, that was good. And then I have that experience of that one being good, and then being like, oh, let me read the book. And then being like, oh, now I learned all this more detail and interesting facts. And now like it's even better than the movie. And now I have a healthy love and respect for both.
That's
and had
true.
An experience of enjoyment with either.
100%. And here's a good example of that. I've recently watched Enola Holmes, the movie. Oh. And then I was told that that's actually based on a series of books.
Yeah, Arthur C. Doyle.
No, it's
the Sherlock Holmes series. Yeah, I've heard of that.
No, there's an actual series called Enola Holmes, a book series, and actually, Arthur Doyle sued her because of that. But anyway.
Oh, there was a bootleg copy, huh?
No, it's because of her. Like, I think you were the one that told me about how Sherlock is not depicted as having a kind side and an empathetic side, like and so like he has rights to that. And in her books, he kind of has that side to him, so he's suing her because she's portraying Sherlock as being more like kind. Anyways, but it's funny because the author of the book lives in Florida, or she's from Florida, or maybe she lives in Florida. Okay. So anyways, after I watched the movie, I went and researched and found the books, and I started reading the books, and I enjoy the books, but they're pretty different from the movie. So I'm getting the enjoyment out of both of them. So that's a good point. But nice. So I'm going with the movie. You're going with the movie.
You know what's another point to that effect?
What? I just made a mess. What? Go.
Yeah, that was very unlightning round of you. A very long expression of your events.
You're right. So we probably don't have time to continue, but I love these questions. What
do you mean we don't have time to continue? There's one more question. Go.
Well, there's 50 questions, and we're only on number 19. Okay.
Oh, so you're gonna stop at 19?
Let's go to 20. Okay. Would you rather have to dress in all bright orange or in all? Oh wait, sorry. I read that wrong. Would you rather have to dress all in bright orange or all in lime green for the rest of your life? I think I'm going to pick
bright orange.
I'm picking orange. Yeah. Orange is like not as
I like orange.
It's not as offensive.
Yeah. And green is cool because like you could meme, but at the same time you could never show up in front of a green screen.
True. You'd just be like blocked out or naked.
I guess you could go in front of a blue screen.
True.
You never hear of an orange screen, though.
Unless you're a Florida Gator, and then you walk in front of like one of the...
And here's the thing. If you want to stop wearing orange at any point in time, you just go around naked.
It says you have to dress for the rest of your life in all bright orange.
Whoa, so that means you can never take off your clothes? What are you going to do in the shower?
I don't know.
Oh, God, we didn't properly think about the this is a monkey paw situation.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Orange all the way. Orange is the new black, right? So would you rather...
What is the cost?
This is number
of this?
20, okay? This is the very last one for now.
All
We'll do more like another time. But would you rather work for a boss you hate but make good money, or work for a boss that you love but make minimum wage? I'm going with a boss that I love.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
100%. Okay, so we're going to tally this up. And
the question, though, is what's the difference? Like, how bad is the boss and how much is the money? Of course, there's a limit to that.
It just says good money.
Going in the original spirit of the question.
Yeah, it doesn't say great money. It just says good money. So I'm guessing...
Because they're very explicit that it's minimum wage, which is now $15 an hour in Florida, actually.
Well, not...
So it's not bad. But they're pretty explicit with minimum wage, but they don't say what they mean by good money, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And they also don't say what they mean by a good boss versus a bad boss. Like, you can have a good boss that's like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, not like, there are some bosses that like take people out. They're like, come on, team, let's all go get a round of drinks on me. Let's all go. You get all free movie tickets. Like, you don't know how good this boss is gonna be.
That's true, but you love them. It says for a boss that you love. So
well,
it must be pretty good.
At that point, it's like, maybe you need to stick around to like propose to them.
Oh, there you go. If your boss becomes your life partner.
The love of your life. Like... Can I pick that one just so I can have someone to love?
Exactly. And then you can share in the profits. I guess. I don't know.
There you go.
All right. So out of 20 questions, we agreed on all but 3. That's pretty good.
What were the 3? Read them out to me. You remember them.
The Halloween candy or turkey, which we disagreed about Thanksgiving. Would you rather make it one decision every day or be able to stop time for 10 seconds every day? You picked seconds. That was a poor choice. You would rather know how you will die or when you will die. And I picked how. I picked when, and you picked how.
So what would you be eating on Halloween?
On Halloween? If I just like this Halloween, I didn't eat anything. Well, I mean, I didn't eat any candy or sweets or anything.
So what the heck? You just don't want to eat turkey. You want this excuse. You want to say, sorry, I made this deal
Okay,
with,
I see your point that it makes more sense to pick candy because most of the time you don't eat candy anyway. But yeah, I just never been a big turkey person, so I am
a big turkey person.
Yeah. I also don't like pork. That's another meat I don't like.
Then why do you want to go to ramen places so bad?
Well, I could just get chicken.
They're always pork based.
I like chicken. Chicken's good.
Well, they're like classic ramen. It's pork based.
Can't do it. There are occasions where pork is like, I do like carnitas. Do you know that, like pulled pork? But it's like different. It's like flavored differently. So Taco Bell has that. Or wait, not Taco Bell. Moe's has that. Is it Moe's?
They have a carnitas. Oh, you should try First Watch. They'd have a carnitas burrito right now.
Oh, really? We get that for breakfast. They have regular food there.
You should like move it a little forward so you're at like late brunch and then you get the carnitas burrito.
Interesting.
I haven't actually had it, but it looks delicious.
Okay. If I get it, I'll let you know. Probably won't, but
I usually get the pesto quinoa power bowl.
That sounds good.
Or the market veggie. That one's really good. It's basically a grilled cheese with like vegetables in it.
Oh, yum. That sounds good.
It's got roasted mushrooms.
That you can get that at Five Guys. Well, you can't get kale, but did you know that you can get grilled cheese at Five Guys and like put veggies in it?
No.
You can. Just so you know.
I'm pretty sure you can do that at Muya.
Oh yeah?
I don't know if this is a global chain. Sorry for anybody out there who doesn't have a Muya near you, but it's basically a more customizable Five Guys. They have more patties, more buns, more cheeses.
Wow.
Lots of
my
toppings.
Gosh, did you hear that
and shakes.
McDonald's is coming out with an Impossible Burger?
It's a possible chicken sandwich, right?
Is it? Oh, I don't know. I thought it was.
That's what I heard.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
Interesting.
I actually like that more. Well, not more, but like the same but different. I liked the Impossible Whopper. I had it. I'm one of those people that enjoys the Whopper.
I've tried that. And here's the thing. I don't want to insult the original burger by saying I like it more or less. I mean, they're just different. Okay. But they're both good.
Oh, you mean... What do you mean? You don't want to insult the original Whopper? You don't want to insult...
I just don't want to insult the original burger. Like, hamburger versus impossible.
Oh, like the concept of a hamburger?
Yeah. I just think they're different things. But one place that I love their burgers, have you ever had Smash Burger?
Yeah, those are good.
No, I'm talking their black bean burger is so good. That's my favorite thing there. That's the only thing I ever get. I'm like craving that now. And
but see, if I go to Smash Burger, I'm going to be tempted to get those fries.
Their fries are the best. They're like the best.
So it won't be a healthy experience.
Right.
It'll just be a black bean burger with a bunch
of
fries.
Well, this is what you do. You order it to go before you get there, and then it's already ready for you. You just grab and go. You just don't even get tempted.
You know what you can do? What? At Muya, you can order, they have a healthy option for your burgers, and guess what? It's turkey.
Is it really?
Yeah, you can get a turkey burger, and you can get a whole wheat bun, and you can get all the veggies.
Let me give a little bit back to the turkey, okay? So I like turkey. I just don't like Thanksgiving turkey. Because I don't like the white meat. It's so dry and gross.
Here's the thing. You just haven't had the right kind of turkey. You need deep fried turkey.
I don't know. I've just never really had a turkey that I love on Thanksgiving. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know.
That's because they're like grocery store turkeys that are just like already in the bag. They're just like pop them into the oven and wait till the little thing pops out. And it's just, it's very shake and bake.
Okay.
You got to go for the real experience,
I guess so. But I do like other things turkey. Like I like turkey sausage and I like turkey sandwich meat.
How about a turkey sandwich?
I do like turkey sandwiches. Yeah.
Well, see, you're just a contrarian, aren't you?
I am. I've been accused before.
You just want to make things difficult. Can't believe you refused turkey on Thanksgiving on principle, even when you don't have anything on Halloween. You're going trick or treating next year. I'm making sure of it.
Okay. I guess I could change that one, but I guess it's too late, maybe. But I see your point with that one because I don't eat candy anyways on Halloween, so that would be the most obvious choice. That's true. And I do eat turkey on Thanksgiving out of respect. Out of respect for the people cooking it and the tradition. It sounds
like you want to easy out to be like, oh, sorry about the tradition and needing to eat the turkey that you made. I made this deal.
But I do prefer if somebody were to make chicken on Thanksgiving, I'd be okay with that. Like a chicken breast instead.
Oh, well, just make a turducken.
No. Stop
mixing. You get everything.
Stop with the mixing of the birds on stuffing birds instead of birds. I don't know who ever thought of that, but come on. Stop.
What do you mean, come on?
Just stop.
What's wrong with it?
It's unnecessary, and it's just somebody trying to be, what's the word? Just foolish. They're just trying to be foolish and more than.
They trade all of their juices. You get, twice as much meat.
No.
You don't
think? Here's the thing. Why put stuffing in the bird? What is that?
That's where the name comes from. It soaks up all of the turkey juices.
I think that's why I like her stuffing more, because it's not made inside the bird. It's like a separate dish that's just made. I don't know.
They're supposed to trade juices. The spices, how it's all spiced up? That's supposed to spice the inside of the turkey, and then the juices of the turkey is supposed to seep into the bread.
Really?
And then you have this mixture.
I don't know. I can't get on board with that. I don't know. People just enjoy your Thanksgiving and let me enjoy mine.
What is the perfect Thanksgiving dish in your opinion? Go.
None. No, okay. If I had to pick,
get out of here, pilgrims.
If I had to pick,
we don't respect.
Okay.
We don't respect you.
I have one. It's the sweet potato yams and the marshmallows on top. I really like that.
It's a respectable choice.
Yeah. Is it sweet potatoes or is it yams? Because I've heard people say there's totally different things.
They're the same thing.
I don't know. Because I've heard people say, don't get the sweet potatoes, get the yams.
They're the same thing.
I don't know if they are.
They're probably like one day, like on
they're not.
November
I looked it up.
29th, they're yams.
Yams are
And-
monocot, a plant living on one embryonic seed leaf. Sweet potatoes are often called yams, but they are dicot, a plant living on two embryonic seed leaves. And
You're an embryonic seed
they're
leaf.
different. What the heck?
But how are they different? Do they taste different?
They look.
Are they cooked
Okay,
differently?
so here's what's weird is the pictures of the sweet potatoes are actually that what I would consider to be a sweet potato. They're called yams. Wait, no what? Now I'm really confused. And sweet potatoes are more white. I don't know. This is blowing my mind. There's like, I always thought, okay, now I'm really confused. Because some people have.
You're like having a moment over there. You're like, oh.
Well,
What? Oh, man.
Some people are saying the sweet potato is the orange one. And then the yam is the rough brown one that has like a white in the middle. And then other places are saying, no, it's the opposite. So, I don't know. You guys do your research, find this out, and then let me know.
It's probably like carrots where they could be any color. It's just like how they're grown or whatever.
Maybe. Well, anyways, this podcast has gone on for way too long, but I do feel like it was a good one. And
Okay.
I think
I get it.
you get what? No, I mean, like, I could keep talking for another hour, but I just feel like, you know.
No, loud and clear, buddy.
It's your editing. I
But
mean,
you,
hey.
You could talk for another hour. You would just prefer it to be not with me.
Not at all.
Yeah.
You're my favorite person to talk to.
Oh, who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you.
Oh.
I thought that was obvious. But we should do this again sometime. We should do some more what would you rathers. I mean, these are good, topic starters.
Sure. Yeah. And let us know if you want
Sweet potatoes.
You want to be part of that conversation.
Yeah, I'll put some up. I'll actually put all of the would you rathers on the Instagram account, and I will put polls and say, would you rather do this or this? Go vote, please. Let us know what you would. I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see the numbers. I want to see the analytics of this. Like, would you rather, and which percentage gets what? Do you agree with us or do you not? I need to know.
Yeah.
So go to No Kidding Podcast.
We need this data mining so we can steal your password.
Yeah. Sign up for our Instagram account and make sure you leave your real name and number. We'll find you. We're not creepy. We're not. We're family. We love you. Thanks for stopping by.
We're family. Yeah. This is like Olive Garden. When you're here, you're family.
We are so...
Let's give them free breadsticks and leave them alone.
Let's do that.
All right?
Yeah, we're so lame.
Okay.
Okay, enjoy your bread.
Tell me when to stop.
Okay, bye.
I love you, that's why I say cheerio, not goodbye. Remember our old tune, be back soon.
Did you get my Olive Garden joke there?
Oh, I got it. That was perfect.
Tell me when to stop.
Oh, no, I didn't get that. I don't know what you're talking about.
They always bring that. They bring this. It's self-explanatory. They bring the salad and they start zhuzhing it with cheese and they say, "Tell me when to stop."
Oh my gosh! Have you seen that SNL skit of the pepper?
Pepper.
Yeah, like the SNL skit where he's in the restaurant and he's like, "Would you like the pepper?" And then they're like, "Yeah, I like the pepper." And then like he gives them like way too much pepper. And
Sounds
you haven't
messed up.
seen it. I'll send you the clip on Discord.
I love you. Bye bye.